If someone told you could get access to all the free water you wanted, you might think that they were lying. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to make that a reality by installing your own well. I put this well in a single day using only a sledgehammer and some basic tools. I'm going to take you through the project so that you can understand what I did and see if it might be something you want to consider for yourself. This is a well point. The blue piece you see there is made of cast iron, and it's attached to a galvanized pipe that also has a stainless steel mesh. Now those holes in that fine screen are going to go into the ground and allow water to get inside the pipe, and then you'll attach other pipes to the end of it, and you can draw water from deep in the ground up to the surface so you can use it. This is called a sandpoint well. Now think of it kind of like a straw that goes way into the ground and allows you to pull water up. This is the easiest type of well that you could install yourself. Each of those pipes has a threaded end, and the pipe diameter is 1.25 inches. You can get larger diameters, but this is going to be the best bet if you're going to try to drive the pipe into the ground yourself. And to connect these pipes together, you're going to need a coupling, but don't just buy a regular one. This is a special well coupling. It has threads on both ends, but it's unique because the threads don't go all the way to the end. Now you're going to see that I'm going to hammer this pipe in the ground, and normally if you hammered a coupling, you damage the end. But that gap is going to allow you to hammer the end of the pipe as hard as you want, and you're not going to damage anything. And before we start driving that pipe, you want to clean the inside of the pipe because there could be some oil residue. Now you might be thinking you're just going to use it for gardening and it's no big deal, but you never know if somebody could be drinking the water or even if it's used for animals. Tie a rope to the end of a brush like this, mix up some soapy water, and then just pull the rope through the pipe a few times, and that's going to clean anything off. You'll want to clean out the end of the point as well, but you can't pull that rope through because it's got the point on the end. So just push the brush through using a stick or something else, and then just give it a good rinse until it's clean. I decided to install my well just a few feet from my shed, and this is going to give me a couple of advantages. If I ever want to try to hook up an electric pump, I can put that inside the shed, so this is going to work out great. And this is also a lower portion of my yard, and that means I should be even closer to reaching my water table. I'm starting off the hole with a post hole digger. This is going to get me down about 4 feet, and it's going to make sure that I can get rid of any roots or rocks that might be in the upper soil. And the post hole digger is going to make getting through this rough soil a lot easier. How do you know if you've even got water underneath the ground that you can tap into? Well, the real answer is you don't. Putting in any well has a certain level of chance, but in most of New England there's a surprisingly high water table. But that's also the case in many other parts of the US, and I've put some links in the description to help you, but also check with local well suppliers or even your town to see if others have put in a sandpoint well in successfully. The first step is easy. I put the point right into the hole, and you can see that I've got about a foot of pipe out of the ground. Start by applying some pipe dope to the threaded pipe, and you're going to want to use one that's rated safe for drinking water. The great thing about sandpoint wells is they're often exempt from any kind of rules that a town or state may have, but before you put any well in, you want to check with your city to make sure that it's okay to install your own sandpoint well.